man wins an employment discrimination lawsuit against Novant Health. Plus, Will Ferrell reveals why he turned down $29 million to make an Elf sequel. And Alex Murdaugh's money. He's involved in half a dozen state police investigations, and attorneys are worried he'll try to hide millions should someone else take over his assets. Another day, more drama. More Murdaugh mayhem is continuing. Next week, a South Carolina judge is expected to rule whether or not disgraced attorney Alex Murdaugh can keep control of his cash and assets. This after Chesterfield County Judge Dan Hall heard from the lawyers of Mallory Beach's estate today. She is the victim of that 2019 boating crash, and her family is suing Murdaugh for an alleged connection to the accident. The lawyer for the Beach estate, Mark Tinsley, says he does not want Murdaugh's assets to just disappear in case his civil suit results in Murdaugh having to pay money to that estate. So our question of the night for you tonight, what do you think? Should Murdaugh still be in control of his own money? Here's your panel tonight. WCCB-TV Zach-Aldridge and WCCB-news-edge contributors Ashley Anderson and QCB. You know, this is a story that never... Q, we're on. And we're on. It's Friday. It's almost Halloween. Let's just all take a moment. Okay, this is a story that never stops turning out new developments, Ashley.
Yeah.
And now today we've got this latest one where these attorneys for other civil suits are saying, wait a minute, he could potentially try to hide millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And then our clients are going to miss out if he says, I don't have any money, I don't know where it is.
Yeah, well, and he's, you know, before now, he has, you know, been accused of taking money from his law firm. There was a $3 million settlement from a trip and fall accident at his home that was supposed to go to the family of Gloria Satterfield, his housekeeper, who died. That money went instead somewhere else, not to the family. So there is definite reason, you know, in this case, I don't know what the legal term is, but it's like flight risk for the money. The money could fly away, and they need to lock it down because there are at least 3 different civil cases pending right now.
Yes, and then that's not even to mention the criminal cases that are pending and ongoing. The attorney Mark Tinsley said today, Zach, there is clearly an attempt to hide assets. There is an attempt to secret assets away, and this is not a case where there is not enough money. This is a case where whatever there is being hidden. So, and he's alleging that not only Murdaugh, but that his son Buster are hiding assets that may be given to Mallory Beach's estate. So this isn't even, the attorneys aren't even looking at this as a hypothetical. They're looking at this as a, it's happening, Judge, you've got to stop it.
Yeah, and I think that they have good cause for that to be their argument in the first place, and a good chance that what they are alleging could be true, because there's just so many loose ends going on all across the board that makes you think, okay, like, it's very plausible that there is money out there being hidden that's being put into other accounts so that it can't be seen. I think that it's obvious that Murdaugh is a very wealthy man. I don't even know whether would it be a conservator that we would bring in this situation right now, or I don't know. But
like that.
I think that there's no way he should be able to go and continue to do with his money as he pleases when it looks like that it could get a whole lot worse and a whole lot more charges or whatever could pop up before this all gets settled. So yeah, let's get our eyes on all the money so that we can make sure he can't have any, oh, I got to go bankrupt now, or I got to do this, because this money is out there and it exists.
Last month, Alex Murdaugh made his son Buster, he gave him power of attorney. So they're still, you know, Q, glad to have you with us now, making the decisions, Buster and his dad, about what should happen with the finances. And yeah, that is a good question. Is it a conservatorship? Is that what it looks like? I don't know. Q, what do you think? Should he keep control of his money?
Absolutely not. I agree with what Zach was saying earlier before I came on, that first of all, you can't trust the guy. And one moment, you know, the crimes he committed that he's on trial for, and he's going with this mental illness situation, which I told you guys earlier when we talked about this last week. You know, don't use mental illness as the way to get out from, you know, really serve some prison time. So if you're not good enough to stand trial, you shouldn't be good enough, mentally strong enough to control your assets, because the money's the name of the game. He's smart, he's trying to play the system, and I don't trust him.
One of Gloria Satterfield's son's attorneys also said, if you had nothing to hide, you would turn it over. You would comply with the rules. There is a reason he does not respond, because they do have something to hide, Ash.
Yeah.
So it's looking like, it'll be interesting to see what the judge says, but it's looking like the attorneys made a very compelling case today.
Yes, and I am super curious, just quickly, if Murdaugh knows the judge, Dan Hull, because as we've heard, that whole system down there is all intertwined.
Yep.
So I'll be real curious to see what he decides.
The impact of influence. It's time for the Edge Friday Night News Quiz to see how closely we have all followed the headlines this week. Let's see if you and the panel can go 5 for 5. First question, which state is offering cash incentives for unvaccinated police officers to come work? Your answer's in 3, 2, 1.
Kentucky?
Florida.
Oh.
Governor Mark DeSantis.
I was hoping it wasn't Florida.
Offering $5,000. Next, McDonald's is selling an NFT for which of its food items? 3, 2, 1.
We're eating next week, the McRib.
What did you say, Q?
McRib.
Okay. All right. Just keeping you on your toes over there. A hiker in Denver was lost for hours and did what to search and rescue teams? 3, 2, 1.
Ignored calls.
Yeah.
Yes, that was wild. Do not ignore calls if you haven't been seen in hours. Facebook has changed its name to what? 3, 2, 1.
Meta.
Yes. We all
It's
know
for
that.
humanity.
Yep.
It's for humanity.
And last question. The creator of Squid Game responded to this athlete's criticism about the ending of the series. Who is he? 3, 2, 1.
LeBron
Ron,
James.
have you
Yes.
seen Space Jam 2?
Yes.
Is what he said.
All right, so who won that one? Ash got all 5.
Yeah, she did.
I came in second.
I also came in second. You and I tied.
Okay, so you both lost. Ashley, congratulations. And you at home, I'm sure you won as well. There's more Edge on the way.